Welcome to Clever Classroom IT. My name is Phil Mellifont, and this is the program that looks at technology and learning at school and at home. We have an interesting program for you today. We're going to be looking at in-servicing a school staff, and we'll be looking at a particular school and some of the decisions that they've made and the programs that they've implemented to in-service the staff to do new things with the technology. We'll also be looking at notebook computers and portable computers and some of the features that you could look for when selecting a notebook. And of course we'll be looking at some of the latest curriculum software that's available through the distributors. I have the pleasure of introducing Jessica Wiltshire from Killarney Heights Public.
Hello.
Thank you. And we've also got June Wall from InTouch Consultancy. Hello, June.
Hello, how are you?
Now, Jessica, recently you've undertaken to in-service your staff at the school. Obviously you recognise technology as being a priority. I wonder whether you could tell us about, your recent experiences and some of the decisions that the school has made.
And how we began. Well, along with all other schools, technology is very important at our school. It's exploding, and we have a small staff with lots of other responsibilities. So the issue of technology was very much in our faces. We had to do something. We had a whole range of capabilities and competencies, but we weren't really addressing the issue as a whole school. I had the good fortune to attend a T&D course with two of my colleagues that was run by InTouch, and they were suggesting consultancy in school, which just seemed to me to be a possibility for us. So we were in touch and courting consultants, and the result has been tremendous. We've had 4 weeks so far of involvement with InTouch, and I think the conversations around the staff room lunchtime table have been phenomenal. They are technology based, which certainly wasn't the case some while ago. And this whole range of teachers with different degrees of capability are all coming forward with information about technology, which they are then transposing into teaching and learning work in their classrooms.
Great.
Okay.
So you've seen a revolution in 4 weeks.
Well, I wouldn't say a revolution, but I think it's on the cards.
Oh, great.
There is an impact already.
I think what you're talking about here is like a holistic approach to the professional development. Instead of dividing up teachers' time so that this teacher gets a little bit and that teacher gets a little bit, and you're looking after technology and you're looking after language or something, dealing with experiences with the whole staff and drawing them together.
But I have to say they still have to do all of that. That's all part of being in a small school. But what we've done is to look at not only teacher professional development, but also materials, equipment, the way that we view technology and portray that to the community, and then the community coming in and working with us. There's a whole new atmosphere about what technology is doing in our school. So it's very exciting.
Sounds great. June, I wonder whether you could share with us, what, from your point of view, what you've been doing at the school to achieve this.
Yes, I mean, it's interesting for Jessica to say that, it's all turned around in 4 weeks. Well, not quite all turned around. But it's been an interesting process, because this particular program that we've run in Killarney Heights is one where we start off developing or putting together a professional development plan in IT for the whole school and also for each teacher on staff. The process itself created discussion and acted as a catalyst for people to start thinking where they were travelling on their own learning path. So that in itself showed the school and the trainer who we eventually placed into school where each teacher was placed on an IT competency matrix, what challenges they faced, where they needed to go to, and that was the linchpin of the whole program, where we then developed a program that would take each teacher from their current learning, developing them through so that by the end of the year, if not beforehand, they'll have more of a focus on how it works in the classroom rather than the focus on the technology itself.
Okay. So apart from it being a holistic approach for the school, it's very individual, isn't it? Like a lot of in-service seems to be like a sausage machine that you go to your 2 hours of training and everyone is the same, but you've actually conducted an audit of the skills, the existing skills with the teachers, and you've given them goals for identifying goals for where you want to head. Sounds very logical, really, but perhaps uncommon.
It is. If I can just add as well, at this point, that it's been multifaceted, as I was saying, a PD program for the school in terms of strategic planning. But for each of those teachers, with their own virtually customised professional development operation in technology, they also see that it's a sequence. And I was saying earlier, 12 months ago, if you'd asked me what we'd hope to achieve at the end of this process for our children, we would say if they can operate an integrated package with the same competency that the teachers were, then they would probably be leaving year 6 with the same degree of competence as many university entrants. So that would be fabulous. But at this point, the world's their oyster. It's just gone, it's been an explosion. So we can't possibly limit what they can do. And I think the same thing's happening for the teachers. We have the sequence. They see that technology is changing dramatically, constantly, and I think we've now given them certain confidence and the notion that they will continue to grow. Learning is lifelong for all of them, and the same will be passed on to the children. And again, I think that inspires the community. That gives them added confidence in what we're doing, not only with technology and computers, but across the whole curriculum.
Sounds exciting.
It's great.
So for a school out there that is probably like Killarney maybe a few months ago and thinking, well, you know, technology is in existence, we've got this equipment, we understand where we want to be, what are the sequences, or what are the experiences, or what are the ingredients?
Well, we at InTouch actually believe that, as with a lot of things, you can't actually get to where you want to go unless you know what it is what you want to achieve. And so we always suggest to schools that they start off with a professional development plan, and we're looking at specifically professional development plans in IT. From there, then, depending on what the school's needs are, they might decide to go in a variety of ways. Killarney Heights has chosen what we term our InTouch in Schools program, where we place a trainer who is also an excellent teacher in the school on a regular basis for whatever period of time the school has decided on. For Killarney Heights, for instance, it's 1 day a week for 2 terms. The schools, though, may decide to opt for different types of programs, and we'll probably talk more about those later. But for InTouch in Schools, the actual benefit of the program itself is its flexibility and its ability to totally concentrate on an individual's needs rather than, and that's often what has been lacking in some professional development, because the way PD has to be structured for most organisations
For the learner.
is for the learner, but also for the person in the middle, because you have to allow for large groups or class sizes or however it may be. In this particular instance, we've actually tailored it so that it does address the individuals. And the big plus on top of it, of course, is the particular courses that we're running in Killarney Heights at the moment are also VTAB accredited courses. So InTouch's consultancy is a registered training organisation. So we run VTAB accredited courses so that those teachers, based on their competency assessment, of course, when they finally complete the course structure, will have a qualification that's in line with the Australian Qualifications Framework.
Excellent. Time has escaped us, but I know that you're coming back in other programs to talk about some more of this and some other programs. I want to thank you for your time, and actually any schools that are out there can contact InTouch and find out more information about those services and courses that you provide.
By all means. Thanks, Phil.
Thank you.
And they're welcome to talk to us.
Okay, and Killarney Heights as well. Thank you. Over the last few weeks we've been talking about Edit 21, which is a rental program for portable notebooks for teachers and students. I have with me again Sean and Anthony. Welcome, guys.
Hi.
A school that wanted to get involved in student rental programs for notebooks for their school, you know, where do they go, or how does that work?
Yeah, look, it's a very simple process, and the whole idea is to make it as simple as possible, both for the school and for the individual, the teacher and the parent. We simply come out, we meet with the school, we go through the selection of product and peripherals that the school believes is best for the student and the staff. We then arrange, it can be as simple as arranging a parent-staff information evening or something on the weekend where we actually give a presentation about the benefits of Edit 21, how the individual can become involved. It's a very simple application process.
And I guess the great thing, Phil, is that we've put these packages into the user group, so it makes it very easy for the school, for the teacher and for the parents to actually look at what's appropriate to them. We put the packages into end user groups, and these range from primary to secondary, tertiary, and then on to professional. And each of these user groups have very specific needs. So it's important to them to be looking at the right product and to be receiving the sort of guidance that they need in choosing the appropriate product.
And on a school level, the administration is minimal, I think. In history, schools that have got notebook programs, the administration can be horrendous, but you've taken the sting out of that, I believe.
EP4a takes care of all administration. The whole idea is to make it simple, as Anthony said, and to remove all of the headaches of what product do we choose, what process do we follow, how do we introduce that product, and a level platform of technology to the parents and staff.
And we think that putting it on the web makes it a little entertaining too.
Oh, okay. So moving forward, I think that a lot of educators dreamed of the day when every student would have their own computer. I don't think we really dreamed that they would be quite as compact and as powerful as this, and EP4a is making it very easy for students and teachers and parents to have their own technology, the tool that they need.
That's the whole idea. We see no reason why over the next few years every child, every educator, every parent will have access to technology in their home and in the classroom.
Very exciting. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.